Welcome to the exciting rebirth of Superstar, featuring choose your membership rate as low as just $3 a month. At Superstar, you get expanded, exclusive video scopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes, class passes for Synchronicity University, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Hello, fabulous superstar Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of February 2022. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. Right out of the gate, on the first of the month, we are going to have a very powerful new moon. This new moon is going to be important for you because it is taking place in a part of the sky that your sign has a natural affinity with. A part of the sky that has to do with your daily life, your daily rituals, everything from the places you frequent every day, including your work, the people who surround you there, people you interact with every day, but also your habits, including your health-related habits as well. All of that is covered by this part of the sky. Now, here's the thing with this part of the sky and what is happening with this new moon. It is activating 2021's Saturn-Uranus square. Now, this was a dominant conversation that defined much of 2021 for a lot of us out there. For you, it was inviting you to live more in alignment with your values, your philosophies, your principles in each of your moments, whether that had to do with aligning your work with something that feels more meaningful to you, or whether that was aligning how you live, including your habits or your eating habits perhaps, with what it is that you believe. In some way, you were asked to look at your smaller moments more philosophically and more spiritually, and to live with greater integrity. Well, it is now that this new moon is going to ask whether or not you've learned those lessons and how now you can ensure that those lessons reach you more deeply, are integrated more fully. This new moon will be happening hand in hand with Saturn, but also speaking in a conversation of tension with Uranus. This does suggest that an awakening of some of the important themes of 2021 may occur at this time. It's a new perspective, it's a new understanding, but ultimately it asks you if it is that you are living in alignment with integrity. Now, I will say this part of the sky, more practically speaking, has to do with your work, your client, your customers, your coworkers, your immediate supervisors, the type of work you're doing, how you feel about the work you're doing. New moons can bring with them new opportunities. However, it looks like whatever new opportunity may be finding you now comes with a little bit of a mixed bag for some reason. Whether it is that you feel like you need to do more to let it be known that you desire new opportunities in the workplace, whether it is that you are offered a change of position in your workplace, but you can very clearly see how there are some less than ideal circumstances there, or whether it is that new opportunities that are work-related are finding you, but maybe they don't necessarily align with your ideals. Well, these are the types of scenarios that can show up at this time. Also possible now, how well you're taking care of you may come into focus as well, ensuring that you are living in a way that allows you to feel more stable and more strong going forward from here. Now, there are no right answers, there are no wrong answers where it comes to what choices you should make. Just that you're going to be asked to ensure that whatever it is that you're doing day in and day out aligns with a voice that feels more authentically you. Now, as we navigate later in the month, on the 16th is when we will have this month's full moon. And this full moon takes place in the sign just before yours. Here's the thing, this part of the sky is decidedly karmic. It has to do with karmic blessings, but it's also closing karmic ties, ending karmic chapters, and understanding what has served its purpose in your life so that you can create space to allow the new and the next to find you so that you can live that much more fully. Well, this particular full moon is going to be speaking in a square formation with the nodes. Now, the planets are a lot more conscious. They have to do with what we want, why we want it, and how we go about getting it. The nodes, on the other hand, have to do with the soul desire. They have to do with what it is the soul desires to do, whether in this lifetime or at this time. And that doesn't always align with what it is that we believe we want. And so having a full moon in the sign just before yours is going to amp up karmicness. And what I mean by that is events now can feel and seem very fated in some way. And whatever is transpiring in your life now, it has a tendency to remind you of what has been before and where it is now that perhaps you're ready to grow, you're ready to change. For some, this is going to be an intuitive prompt. For others, though, it's going to be more conscious than that. It can feel like life and opportunities have a will of their own, and closures in particular have a will of their own at a time like this. This part of the sky where this full moon is taking place also indicates that it could be a very powerful time to make sure you're getting enough rest. That is one way to dissolve some of the more challenging parts of this energy for you. And it may feel like there's an inner restlessness there that you can't quite put your finger on as well. Again, allow your intuition to reveal itself to you as it needs to in its own time, and trust what is transforming now. We do have Pluto aligning with this full moon as well, and Pluto is making a quincunx formation, which is a type of conversation that can feel like it comes very quickly. And it can feel as if you're being asked to consider factors you hadn't before and you didn't even think were relevant. But with Pluto, it brings that much more of an intense energy as well. Now, thankfully, the intensity can resolve very quickly also. I actually see this Pluto energy to this full moon for you having to do with that amping up of restlessness, feeling like something's got to transform, something's got to change, feeling as if you want to be happier, but not necessarily knowing exactly what that will entail or what that looks like for you just yet. And so it remains important to be patient with yourself, to be kind with yourself at this time. And again, I have to say, get enough rest. That can resolve the most challenging energy at this time. Now, where it comes to matters of love, it is a massive month in the context of love. It is the last full month as part of the Venus retrograde season. Now, the thing about the Venus retrograde season is that it was late last month that Venus went direct, but now Venus is retracing her steps, sort of wrapping things up, helping us to understand the events of the retrograde more clearly, differently in some way. And I do feel like there is a reward moment that is going to be quite satisfying, taking place smack dab in the middle of the month, under the light of the full moon. On the 16th of the month, that is when Venus will meet Mars in the sky. This is classically one of the more sexy and inspired and attractive types of energies. And it does denote for you, considering that this energy is taking place in a romance and flirtation part of your sky, that your heart will be feeling very awakened at a time like this. For those of you open to meeting someone new, what a fascinating time this can be. I do think mid-month you are, as I said, getting your flirt on. Chances are there's going to be at least one very powerful attraction to another person. Considering the full moon is happening in the sign just before yours, it's almost like there's an unconscious pull towards this person as well. Now, whatever you do with this energy is always up to you to decide in light of your unique circumstances. But just know that it's almost like this energy is passing. There is a very passionate part of it that rises and also finds a resolution. For those of you who are just starting to date somebody, it is a powerful time as well. There is an increase of passion either towards this person or perhaps towards somebody else. It is going to be this moment of Venus meeting Mars that is going to invite you to consider the actual attraction factor to this person, what draws you to them, what makes you desire them, and whether or not you feel that you are here for the right reasons, if your heart is in it or not. If your heart is not in wanting to continue this alliance or feeling like it's the right alliance for you, well, that realization will be undeniable. But if it is that this is the right alliance for you, things may become much more passionate very quickly and much more loving as well mid-month. And for those of you in an established bond, keep in mind the energy of this Venus retrograde and Venus meeting Mars. Well, that can sometimes spark matters having to do with children you want or children that you have. And so it seems like there's a lot of love, there's a lot of connection. The two of you may feel very much on the same page in the middle of the month in a matter having to do with a child. But outside of that, this is an awakening on a heart level, on a joy level. And it is a reminder of what it is that brought the two of you together to begin with. There is a moment that may feel quite pure, that may feel quite passionate, but it's almost like it's just what you need to feel the strength of the bond. Now, for a very small percentage of you out there, if you know you're not in the right relationship for you, it is going to be the full moon in Leo and the karmic closures indicated there that will likely be an impetus for you to move in a different direction. What I love about this month for you, wow, what a powerful time it is. I am going to say, look, I should mention the thing that I do love about this month most for you is the fact that on the 3rd of February, your ruling planet Mercury will go direct. Now, this is going to be empowering for all kinds of reasons. One reason is that Mercury is going direct hand in hand with Pluto. It was in December that Venus went retrograde hand in hand with Pluto. So it is Mercury now that'll help you to see the events of December differently in some way, whether related to love or otherwise. But the other thing is that once your ruling planet goes direct, all major planets will be direct right to the end of April. So this is very exciting news. It indicates change. It indicates that things start to feel like they have forward momentum, that life can move forward as well. For you in particular, all of this energy right now taking place in a heart-oriented part of your sky with Venus, with Mercury, and with Mars does say that you're moving more towards your heart's desire in every area of life. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with choose your membership rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. At NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, you get expanded exclusive video scopes each and every week for each and every sign. Now, higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.